Okay, y'all, because this one stopped me in my tracks. There's a blind item circulating that has people seriously questioning what's going on with Rihanna. According to The Blind, the foreign-born, permanent A-list singer showed up to her Savage Fenty Valentine's Day photo shoot so intoxicated that the photos were allegedly unusable. Instead of rescheduling, the team supposedly made a shocking decision. They used AI-generated images of her to complete the campaign, creating a digital version of Rihanna because the real one was allegedly in no condition to be photographed. Now, let's pause on that for a second, because Savage Fenty isn't just another brand. This is Rihanna's bread and butter. This is the empire that helped make her a billionaire. It's her company, her image, her face plastered across every campaign. So the idea that she would allegedly show up impaired to her own shoot is deeply concerning. What's even more eyebrow-raising is that they allegedly didn't delay the shoot at all. No reschedule. No do-over. Just AI. And that tells you everything about how tight the timeline must have been and how high the stakes were. But it also raises a much bigger question. If a team is willing to digitally replace the face of their founder rather than push a campaign back, what's really going on behind the scenes? So the real question here is whether this is a pattern or just a one-time situation. And let's be honest, we all remember that back in the day, Rihanna had a reputation for being a party girl. But ever since she had her 3 babies with A$AP Rocky, it really seemed like she had settled down. She appeared calmer, more focused, and fully locked into motherhood and responsibility. That's why, if this blind item is true, it's especially concerning. Being a mother of 3 is no small task. That is not light work by any means. So the idea that something like this could be happening behind the scenes raises serious questions. But I want to hear from y'all. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Rihanna could be dealing with an addiction, or do you think this blind item is being blown out of proportion? Now, moving on to the next story. Okay, you guys, McClurkin is finally responding to some very serious allegations that have just come to light. Grammy-winning gospel artist McClurkin is being sued by a man named Jeppy Corletto, who is accusing him of sexual assault. According to the lawsuit, Corletto says he first met McClurkin back in 2003 at McClurkin's church in Long Island, when he was just 21 years old. At the time, Corletto claims he was struggling deeply with his sexuality and his faith. He had read McClurkin's book about overcoming homosexuality and believed McClurkin could help guide him spiritually. From there, the two allegedly developed a mentor-style relationship, which later led to McClurkin hiring Corletto as his personal assistant. That's when, according to the lawsuit, the alleged abuse began. Corletto claims that between 2007 and 2015, McClurkin assaulted him multiple times during work-related trips to cities including California, New Jersey, Florida, Boston, and Niagara Falls. The lawsuit alleges that Corletto tried to leave the situation on multiple occasions, but McClurkin would tell him that his spiritual healing and deliverance depended on staying in the relationship. Now, one of the most damning pieces of alleged evidence in this case is an email Corletto says was sent by McClurkin in 2013. In that email, McClurkin allegedly apologizes for his behavior, referring to himself as a dirty old man who was pawing and groping a young man who was simply seeking friendship and guidance. If this email is proven to be authentic, it could be extremely damaging to McClurkin's defense. That said, McClurkin has responded to the allegations, and he is denying everything. He claims the accusations are false, says the young man is lying, and states that he will be praying for him. I want you all to listen closely to what McClurkin had to say for himself, and then let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you make of this situation? That's all I have for you today, and I'll talk to you later.
Just came on. I'm about to go into our prayer service. We're in our consecration, and I'm about to go into prayer. And I just wanted to address something personally. You've heard a lot that's been going on. You've heard many different accusations lodged and alleged. You've heard some very untrue things. And you've also seen an official statement that I put out. But I wanted to lend my voice and my face to this. And I wanted to let you know that I thank God for every one of you praying for me and for the support. And I thank God for truth which you have not heard. You have not heard the truth, but you will. But I just didn't want to go any longer without addressing it. I've remained silent while this campaign, this media campaign was launched. I've remained silent because the Bible tells you to be slow to speak. Slow to speak, quick to hear, and slow to anger. And so I had to sit back and I had to pray because there are people that look for this to be true. There are people that have already formed their opinion based on the strategic approach of defamation that's gone forward. But I just want to let you all know from my mouth to you, from my heart to yours, that it's unfortunate that I'm trying to be delicate. It's unfortunate that such allegations have been lodged. I don't understand the machinations of the young man's mind. He's not young, really. He's 40-some-odd years old. But I haven't seen this fellow in over, well, now it's 11 years, since 2015. And I haven't spoken to him since that long either. But people do things for different reasons. Most of them are monetarily motivated. And it's a shame. It's a shame because to consider yourself or to proclaim yourself to be a victim of something that didn't happen discredits the people that it has happened to. And it's a shame. But the one thing that I do know is that truth will always prevail. And the disturbed minds of other people cannot prohibit the truth from speaking loudly. Although a lie is very loud and boisterous and quick, the truth is very slow walking. And it takes a moment, but it comes to the foreground. I just wanted to let you all know. Although this has caused much controversy and it's caused people to formulate opinions, and it's caused people to vilify and to ridicule. The one thing that I can say is I've tried my best throughout all these years to be transparent. I've tried my best and held up the standard of Christ as best I can. Flawed in many ways sometimes, but transparent. And I transparently tell you that this is all fabricated and untrue. And I'm praying for the gentleman. I'm praying for the gentleman that he would regain some kind of lucid thought and give his life to the Lord, really. And just keep me in your prayers. And that's as far as I want to go with this. And on all, it's circulated through all of the major media markets. And I didn't want to go to NBC and TMZ and People Magazine and all the other places that it's been heralded. I wanted to come straight to you. And the best way to do so is through this social media. So know this from my heart to yours. This is going to be quite interesting, but God knows, and I rely on the Lord. I rely on the Lord to bring all things to the light. And the one thing I've never done is the things that I've been accused of. Ever in my life have I done that. So keep me in your prayers. I'm going out to prayer at 7 o'clock. And you heard it from me now. I love you all. And the blood of Jesus keep you all covered. God bless you. Bye-bye.